2-1 team set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. Go. Let's get 54. You ain't got nothing.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Take 4. Go. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Hey. Check it back. Out.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the feet. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10.
Check safety.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They gonna need some therapy.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. Pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The sack by Terrell Suggs.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like the paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. I don't know who all throws to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
To kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken near the 13. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Second and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
On second down, here's Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. Before this season started, Johnson said this new offensive system would allow him to really be effective in the passing game. He actually likened it to 2016 when he had almost 900 receiving yards. He said one of his goals is to become the 3rd player in league history to hit 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in the same season. They also noted that he's really comfortable in this scheme. It's like his days, his college days at Northern Iowa when he was part of a team that based out of a shotgun with a running quarterback.
He's coming, double up. Alert flag, alert what? Check.
First down carry here for Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Set. 18 gator, 18 gator. Slam, slam, slam. No, no, no. Off.
Now on second and 16. Murray going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Got it. Sam, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Cut. Check. Ready.
On first and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready. 50 to Pittsburgh. Mike 54. Yeah. You don't want none. Watch out. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Set.
Throwing again on second down. Murray flush to his right. Now Murray has it stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll take it across midfield and down a 48-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
49-yard line.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
54. Watch the run, watch the run.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ready? Check 56. Check the out, check the out, check the out. Mike 56. Mike 56. Check, 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 check. 56. Mike 56. Right there, 56. Stop your whining.
Here's Murray from midfield. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Don't let it breathe, defense. Shut up. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Murray now on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Wide, get wide. 49, check 49, check 49. Say.
On 1st down, Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, it'll be 2nd down.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and it's 3rd down.
we go, D. All day. Defense all day. Screen. Slide. Rush in. Rush in.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Come on, set. Huh. 15 money. 15 money. Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Keep playing.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off the game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Wilson. Throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, it had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. First down, Murray. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. When his opportunity came last year, boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff.
Brings up second and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Here we go. Short.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats. Throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Jared Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in Hampshire Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside enough to take us through the weekend in the NFL. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Mike, 380. 43. Let's get out. Deeper. Jumper.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with, but I thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get it back on track.
Again on second and 10, it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. No pass. Go.
Throwing is Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Seahawks on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Easy. Check.
Operating for the gun. Wilson. He's got Lockett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining. Couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Wilson now from the gun, he'll throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, 0-0-0. Check 22. Check 22.
On first down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Show off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. This is like the double coverage on him. Made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On second and 10, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Cardinals 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
You must be getting top up. We got double up. Shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go. Here we go, D. Check three. That's it.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go four verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not there's the penalty.
Now it's Carson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Tough first half where I'm unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go, D.
From the 45 on second down. Wilson, he's going to let this one go deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he put it in one-handed. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Cardinals 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. What's going on? West. Check three. Shoot.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming out.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, watch the ball. Bang. Check.
3rd and 2, and here's Moore. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
What I'm talking about.
A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. when to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown, their last goal. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's 2nd and inches at the 40-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
12.
Wilson hits loose. It's a fumble.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Wilson steps away to his left. Looking deep for Jennings. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Kill. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hold up. 56, the Mike boys. 56. Check, 56. You remember me? Echo. Let's go, baby.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Set, ready. Hey, come on. Legs 50. Hey, watch the slant.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Wide open receiver complete. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come on. What? Go. 54. Go. Check. Walk it. Go. 54. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Mike.
Murray now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. Clay, the intended receiver.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
What?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Exit.
Now Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Check, 59. Push him back.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Seahawks.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Go. 43. I got it. 43 is the mic.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them, dude.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Mike 50.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. L.J. Collier in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Murray. And his throw is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice. or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Pick the edge. Come. Check 37. Shift. Check 43. Let's go. 5 balls.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Chris, 51 to Mike. Watch the out.
They'll toss it to Penny. They'll get the front. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Quick, 50 seconds to Mike. Watch the screen.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Robert Anthony. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Check. Fresno. 80 weapon. Squeeze. Watch the whip.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on. You better bring it. 66. Put it high.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State with a sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check.
Throwing now is Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I got you, son. March 54. Mud.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Andy Lee now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. And scoring again, the Rams have widened that lead a bit further. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Line of scrimmage to 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. They find some open field here. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A terrific run there by Penny. 44 yards on the ground. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. On the run, it's Penny. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Different story this time around. We have that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
What? 43's the mic. Come on, G!
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Carson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the you can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Check 31, check 31.
Got it. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 43-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
He's checking, he's checking. Crash. Alert, set up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray coming it to the right side. Johnson. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Here's Andy Lee now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. So the victory here for Seattle. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Seahawks, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.